Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a community continues to wait for answers after the death of a 17-month-old earlier this year. And some Kentuckians are promoting electric vehicles in an effort to guide future generations.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is Monday, September 25th and 6:31 on this cool and foggy Monday morning, and we'll go over and check in with Cameron. But you were saying earlier some of the fog has moved out.
Yeah, we had some foggy conditions here at the studio around the 5 o'clock hour, but now we are getting a little bit of a break here in downtown Hazard. But some areas still looking at some pretty foggy conditions. But one area not looking at fog right now is downtown Somerset. Here's a live look over in Pulaski County, and we are dry under a partly to mainly cloudy sky. That temperature at 61 degrees. We are watching out though for a few showers out there this morning as we zoom into the Cumberland Valley, places in Pulaski, also Laurel, McCreary, portions of Whitley County as well. Watching out for a few spotty sprinkles not too far away from I-75, and giving you the first alert in Estill, Powell, also Rockcastle and Jackson County, a cell of some heavier showers not too far away from you guys, and that is pushing off to the east as well. So some showers are possible, also tracking some areas of dense fog down to 0 miles in Hazard, also Wise and Jonesville. So some areas of dense fog cannot be ruled out as you wake up and walk out the door. And those temperatures not too bad in the middle to upper 50s. We do top out later today in the middle 70s, watching out for a small chance of a stray shower, but higher rain chances on the way by Wednesday and Thursday. All those details coming up in just a few minutes. Chas?
Thanks, Cameron. At the end of July, we brought you the story of a 17-month-old who died following sexual assault. The Middlesboro community is still looking for justice for Elena Hembry. WYMT's Jack Demler has more on the vigil and call to justice our community held in her honor.
Continuing the fight?
We're going to do as much as it takes in order to keep baby Elena and this case on the forefront of everybody's minds. We don't want to get this lost in the system.
For justice.
That I will be that child's voice as long as I'm breathing and until she gets justice.
Middlesboro community members gathered outside City Hall to host a candlelight vigil and a call for justice rally for baby Elena.
It's been amazing, and I know it meant a lot to her family. You know, all they want is justice for this sweet little girl who done nothing to deserve what happened to her.
Some even shared memories they had with her.
Every morning when she would get up, she would either crawl or walk across the hall to my room, and I'd leave my door cracked. She would sling it open so hard it would bounce back off the wall. And she'd go, I'd roll over and I'd tell her every morning, "Good morning, beautiful. Are you ready for breakfast?" We would go downstairs, and 9 times out of 10, I fixed her. Have dollar-sized blueberry pancakes so she could hold them in her hand, and me and her would have breakfast every morning.
This coming days after the chief of police said they were still awaiting DNA results.
It was gut-wrenching when I read that, but I also try to look at it from their perspective, and that could be very true.
With questions still looming.
But in a case like this, where the community is still in danger because these alleged perpetrators are walking the street, why can't something be done faster?
And a sense of urgency to keep a community safe.
One of these guys has a pattern, previous charges, things like that. So we need to get them off the street. That's bottom line.
Keeping the fight for baby Elena alive. In Middlesboro, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Family, friends, and gatherers say they hope that this case will receive the national attention it deserves. Investigation is underway in Rowan County following the discovery of skeletal remains. The remains were found Sunday evening in a wooded area in Moorhead. They have been confirmed as being human remains. The remains will be sent to the state medical examiner's office in Frankfort. A search is scheduled to resume today. You can find updates to this story on our website. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a deadly crash in that county. The crash reportedly happened early Sunday morning in northern Laurel County. Blake Miller, 35, was pronounced dead at the scene. That was after he was ejected from his Can-Am side-by-side. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office made an arrest after a motel guest caused a disturbance. William Smedema, 35, of Chattanooga, reportedly did not pay his hotel bill in southern Laurel County. When Smedema was asked to leave, he refused, resulting in his arrest. Deputies say they could smell alcohol on his breath when they arrived on the scene. He was charged with public intoxication, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and giving false identifying information. He was taken to the Laurel County Detention Center. A former EKU professor accused of hiding cameras on campus in campus bathrooms is scheduled to appear in court. Officers arrested Kyle Niesvik for sexual misconduct on September 8th. He resigned the next day. EKU police found a camera that belonged to him in the restroom of Wayland Complex. They also found disturbing images and videos of minors at his home. His arraignment is scheduled for 9 a.m. in Madison County. Another traffic alert for Pike County, Kentucky drivers, as Phase 2 of resurfacing along US 23 is set to begin. The work site starts at the Kentucky 1460 overpass and goes up 23 to the Island Creek intersection. Crews will begin working each day around 7 p.m. through 6 a.m. And during that time, there will be alternating lane closures. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says this phase is expected to last 4 weeks, but is dependent on weather conditions. Governor Brereton Jones will be laid to rest this week. Former Governor Jones died last Monday. At the age of 84, he first served as Lieutenant Governor from 1987 to 1991, then became Kentucky's 58th governor, serving from 1991 to 1995. He is remembered for pushing universal health care and surviving a helicopter crash. Jones will lie in state at the Capitol Rotunda today from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. A funeral service will be held at 10 a.m. Tuesday at Forks of the Elkhorn Baptist Church in Midway. September is National Recovery Month, an observation dedicated to fighting addictions. To coincide with this month, the Tazewell County Mountain Movers held a recovery festival at the Tazewell County Fairgrounds. Many organizations and businesses joined in the festival as vendors to sell things or give out information, even Narcan. Live music from multiple genres joined the festival to promote the idea of celebrating without substance use. There were also solemn moments in the celebration, like a recovery testimonial, a memorial walk for those who lost the fight against addiction, and a memory wall to display their pictures.
We want to open up and let the community know that it's okay. Give the community just a little more insight on how to help address maybe somebody that's in their family that is struggling with addiction or something like that. You know, that there is hope.
Cash says they hope to hold more events like this throughout the year. If you would like to keep up to date on when those will be, he encourages you to follow Mountain Movers Tazewell County on Facebook. It's National Drive Electric Week in the U.S., where folks are raising awareness of the many benefits electric vehicles can have on communities. Evolve Kentucky is a grassroots nonprofit hoping to encourage the following fellow Kentuckians to make the switch to electric vehicles. One member of Evolve Kentucky spoke about electric vehicles here in the Bluegrass and how it will clean up transportation.
I've always had a lot of interest in the environment. My family is Appalachian, and they have been interested in the environment, you know, picked up litter beside of the road.
Gail says that she has only had her electric vehicle for about 3 weeks and is excited to be a part of improving sustainability. Saturday, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources celebrated National Hunting and Fishing Day for the 51st year. Folks across the country went outside to celebrate National Hunting and Fishing Day in the Commonwealth. The Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources opened the Salado Wildlife Education Center in Frankfort to the public. Salado Center Manager Julian Foster says this day embodies what the department is all about.
We're here to teach people about Kentucky's native species, but also the broader conservation aims of the department to care for our natural resources. And we're really wanting to encourage people to get involved in the outdoors and to support outdoor activities.
If you missed out Saturday, don't worry. You can visit the Salado Center Tuesday through Saturday. They're open until the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
We are tracking some spotty showers, also some areas of dense fog as you wake up on your Monday. Here's a live look at First Alert Pinpoint Doppler. And for most of us, we are quiet once again on your Monday morning commute. But as we zoom into portions of Pulaski County, also into Laurel, McCreary, and Whitley County, watching out for some spotty showers here. So if you're taking I-75 this morning close to London, Corbin, or Williamsburg, watching out for maybe a few spotty sprinkles. And a first alert in Jackson County, also Estill and Powell County. Some showers not too far away in Madison County, and that's also pushing off to the east later on this morning. Now, another big problem that we are watching out for, some areas of dense fog down to 0 miles in Hazard, also 0 miles over in Jonesville at this hour. Here's a live look from Buffalo Mountain. You can see back in the distance some low clouds, also some areas of dense fog. So just take your time as you wake up and walk out the door this morning. Now, for most of us, we are dry on Monday, also Tuesday, but notice by Wednesday, Thursday, the muggy weather is back, the moisture is back, and those rain chances also back as well. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Chas?
Thank you, Cameron, and thank you for joining us. The time is 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning, The Price is Right found a new home and changed its scenery for the upcoming season.